Hi guys, Blake and Levi here today with Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina on beautiful upper Lake Taneycomo. It is Friday, August the 6th, and we are going to do the one cast for you today. So, we are just now pulling out of the dock. We are actually just going to start right here at the top end of the dock, and we're going to drift down. Let's see. Today, Levi and I are going to throw power baits. I have a couple of rods rigged up for myself with the good old pink power worm. And Levi, why don't you show them the PowerBait Rod? Go ahead and give it a zoom down there. It's just beautiful craftsmanship here.
Elaborate colors. Elaborate.
Very, very loud coloration. And the custom potato head squatch reel seat. Or rod handle, I should say. There goes Tony Weedley, or Wedelli. Still haven't figured that out yet. And he hasn't corrected me yet, so maybe he likes both. So that rod there was built for Levi without his knowledge after a meeting that we had. We had our cookout on Lookout, which is where all the guys from the Dark Army get together. And Levi decided to jokingly tell Mike Riffle, our legendary rod builder, that he wanted a PowerBait rod. He said it as a joke, but Mike took it as a challenge. So Mike and Mario Lazina and Calvin Mansky and Dwayne Doty all put their heads together and came up with a PowerBait rod for our friend Sasquatch here. And for those of you who don't know, that is Levi's nickname around these parts. And he has an entire collection of Mike Riffle rods that are all very colorful and built with Sasquatch designs and rod burns in the handles. So this is the PowerBait, Rainbow PowerBait Edition. So just a little bit about the rig here. I did my normal drift rig that I use for everything. I've got my 1/8 ounce weight hanging from that size 12 snap swivel there, followed by a size 12 barrel swivel. I've got 4-pound test on the rod here, and I've got a 2-pound leader about 30 inches long going down to a size 8 bait holder hook with about 1.5 inch long piece of pink power worm on it. And Levi, you can show them your rig. What color power bait did you decide to go with, bud?
Rainbow power bait.
I actually don't know that I've ever seen Levi fish with power bait before. So this might be a first.
Daiwa reel.
Yes, he is using the Daiwa Fuego reel that he just got. And that is a reel that we might start carrying in the shop. That one is on their more expensive side of things. But it does have really nice gear ratios. And it's pretty smooth. So he's trying it out today here. At 2 o'clock they turned on 2 units of water, and they're supposed to allegedly, according to the schedule, bump it to 4 units. They haven't actually been upholding that 4-unit rate. They've been turning it just a little bit above 3 for the last few days, so it seems to me like they've cranked it up just a little bit more, and it might be running that 3 1/4 or so flow here. We both got 1/8 ounce weights on. The water doesn't run quite as fast down to our dock and beyond, so even with 3 units of water running, this 1/8 ounce weight should be enough to bounce our bait across the bottom. Oh, that was a bite. I already had a bite. Oh my gosh. Oh, let's see. Fishing reports from today. Once again, the bite was tough. Even all my guides that came back reported a very tough bite. The water was once again off. Everybody said it was like glass out there. It was hard to find any kind of chop or wind, which is something that you really prefer, especially when the water's off. The things that I did here were catching fish, a little bit of fish this morning were still the Turner micro jigs, the pink power worm under a float, and midges under a float. But they said even up top this morning, even the midge bite was rough. It was a really smooth, glassy water today. I believe one of the other things I was working for today was still filling a night crawler with air, setting it on the bottom. Whenever the water's running faster like it is now, if I'm going to drag a pink power worm, I like a nice, 1.5 inch long, 2 inch long piece. I think they can see it a little bit better when the water's moving faster. And I've got that power worm just threaded right along the back of the hook. Even the little piece of rubber is going over the eye of the hook. We're getting to that time of the summer again where it's vitally important to be using your 6X tippets, 7X tippets, 2-pound line. With that water off, that's what's going to help increase your bite ratio, because they can see very well when that water is turned off and there's no wind blowing. Oh man, he's got his own, the Sasquatch on here has his own little PowerBait bags. What is just an exquisite craftsmanship there. I mean, there's only one of those in the world, I can promise that. And the colors are so loud on the thread there that it looks like it's glowing.
That's a different color PowerBait you can get.
I'm decently sure that you can, yeah, each thread wrap represents the different colors of PowerBait.
It's almost a salesman sample.
I heard each thread wrap is dyed Egyptian cotton.
Egyptian cotton.
Yeah, that he twirled into a thread to wrap around.
I thought it was Indonesian.
Was it Indonesian?
I think it was Indonesian.
Man, I really kind of feel like I'm dragging some moss. We are kind of out here at that pivotal moment where they crank the water up again and there's more moss flowing. I'm really feeling like I got a lot of moss on there.
I know you do.
And out of nowhere, the boat has picked up speed. Alright, no fish on the first cast. I was really hoping that the old pink power worm was going to pull through for me today on a first cast fish. But I believe I've collected a fair amount of moss. Darn it. I even tried to use the lighter weight so that it wouldn't drag the bottom as hard. Oh, okay, no fish on the first cast. I let out a decent amount of line whenever I cast this out, especially when I know I'm not using a heavy weight, and that's going to allow that to get down to the bottom faster. Hey, you're wrapped around your, don't bend those eyelets. This way forward, buddy. Just want to get a nice.
It's like holding, it like holds your arm.
Just look at the craftsmanship. There's a PowerBait rod. This is what happens when you challenge Mike Riffle and the gang.
One of a kind.
I completely let the boat get out of whack there. It didn't take very long. I heard some reports yesterday of some people doing well on the Cooper Creek flat, throwing the pink power worm. Man, look at all that moss. Darn it. Can't catch fish like that. I think if you were going to keep drifting from this point and just keep on going down to like Monkey Island and then towards the landing, that it would be good to keep some even smaller weights than 1/8 ounce. As that water slows down, you kind of want to match that bounce. So maybe a 1/16 for whenever you get down towards the Monkey Island area. And I'll tell you what, we've had some nice cool days for the last 3 or 4, but today is starting to get back on the hot side of things. Something I like to do with anything that I'm dragging across the bottom. So I like to lift up on that rod tip and kind of wiggle it. Give it a little extra action while it's drifting the bottom.
you.
Oh, did you have a bite?
I did.
Oh man. Man, that sun is baking me right now. Whew. It is about 3:30 in the afternoon right now. It's the hottest part of the day. Sun's pretty much straight over the top of us. Every once in a while, if I'm not feeling the bottom for a little bit, I'll let some extra line out here. I think I got a big old pile of moss again here. What you got? You got moss? Yeah, me too. I'll tell you what, it's important to get the moss off of your weight setup as well, because if that's not bouncing freely and the moss is weighing it down even more, then it will not drag, it will not bounce properly. We are officially passing Cooper Creek Resort and coming up on the public boat ramp here very shortly. Yeah, it's uncomfortably hot in that sun right now. There is little to no breeze. If I was gonna pick and choose my spots today to do this in, I'd have probably tried below Fall Creek. I would have tried the drift from up around the corner of our dock down in front of our dock, and then I would have came and started on the Cooper Creek flat instead of drifting to it, or down by Monkey Island. I've heard reports of Cooper Creek and Monkey Island in the last couple of days where people were either floating the pink power worm in the morning or dragging it in the afternoon and doing well, or at least catching some fish. Both ways on those in those places. Oh, buddy, that was a bite for sure. The pink power worm almost had him. I'm pretty sure you could use the end of that rod to flag down a plane in the middle of the night and get it to land.
Very possible.
Officially passing the public boat ramp here, quickly approaching the flat. I'm hoping maybe our
Little breeze.
Our luck picks up on the flat here. Oh, I caught the bottom. I really thought I was onto something that time. You know what you should have done? You should have took one color of each power egg that exists and just started.
On hook space.
Well, you don't need the hook space. You just start stacking them up the line, okay, and then push them all down on top of each other and just have a line of rainbow power eggs.
Okay. So they bite the line in half.
Right.
That's a new state record.
Hey, you know, bigger the bait, bigger the fish. You got a whole line of power eggs, catch a bigger fish.
Thinking about just sticking a whole rod in the water.
I do know, I've talked to some people that they use a method on the White River where they take 3 or 4 of the power egg balls and they push some of them up onto the line, get the 4 on there, and then they stack them all on top of each other down towards the hook. And they say that works pretty good down there. Oh, come on, it could happen anytime. Oh, I wouldn't sit there, that's gonna be hot.
Oh, and it's a lot cooler right behind you.
Well, yeah, I guess I do make a pretty good shade spot below me. Oh, that felt bite-ish. Reel it in again. Just a little bit of moss that time. So right down here at the waterfall below Cooper Creek on the south bank is about where the flat starts, and this flat goes for all the way down past those personal docks, those private docks. And this flat can be a great spot to do a multitude of things, but it does tend to hold fish. really bumping the bottom down here. Well, I think we'll go for just a few more minutes. Oh, hey, look at that. As soon as I started talking about quitting. Oh, no.
You lost it?
I lost him.
Got a horse in the boat.
Oh, I really wanted to see a fish. Oh, my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh. I don't know if I really got the hook set good on that one. Oh my, yes. Look at that little stalker guy. Sorry guys, the camera shut off on me there. Alright, as I was about to make the reveal of my beautiful stalker catch here. Hey, 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 hey now. Hey now. Got a perfect hook set here. Gosh, there we go. Alright, we'll try that one more time here.
I don't think they're into the PowerBait today.
Well, you didn't use the right, you gotta put on different colors whenever that color's not working. Put on a pink and a white one.
Think so?
Yeah, you got any pink and white?
Oh, I got every color there is.
You got the whole PowerBait's satchel.
He's also got it right here. I want to know what all these are.
I think you need to get a matching satchel to wear.
Do you?
Yeah.
A Merce?
Yep.
Got it right here.
So that fish, the fish that I lost a second ago and the one that I just caught, both came as soon as we got on top of this flat. So it looks like there may still be some fish holding here. That wind is really pushing me in the direction I don't want to go. I want to stay in the middle. Oh, I had another one. Oh, the power worm's coming alive. We should have started on the flat.
Should switch to a power worm.
I mean, that still counts as power bait.
Yeah.
I think it's permitted on the PowerBait Rod. The size 8 bait holder hook.
I got a size 10 on it.
Yeah, you could probably get away with a size 10 as well.
Ooh. Power bait.
All right. Levi is giving in to the power of the pink worm.
How much you put on there? About that much, Dave?
I put on about that long. Go fat to skinny. Fat in first to the skinny in. I am still getting pushed over this direction and the wind stopped.
What it didn't stop doing. It's getting hot out.
Yeah, no, it's definitely hot out here. Oh, I was reeling that back through the water and something came up and tagged it. All right, I'm gonna say it again. We're only gonna go for a couple more minutes. Another key thing to dragging the pink power worm is making sure that it stays straight across the back of your hook. If the tail gets hooked in the barb or it comes curling back down, they do not seem to like that too much. Oh, is that the first fish on the master PowerBait rod?
Boy, feels good too.
Oh no. Don't lose it, don't horse him. Oh! Oh, that fish jumped up and threw the hook right back at him. Oh boy.
Good.
Yeah. Somebody really wants to talk to me right now. Well, I think we both had our chances finally. Just you're gonna be out here, might have to succumb to the power of the pink worm for this water off and then blasted water for the afternoon period of the year. But we thank you guys for watching today. Like and share us on Facebook, and we will get out here and do it again for you tomorrow. Thank you guys.